this is a technique that we use. So some people teach them with their fingers crossed. I've never done that. I just don't like it because I don't like this because I feel like I'm smashing my fingers. But Kelly does this, and that's okay. And it works for some kids. But I usually don't teach it that way. So what I teach them to do is their hands have to be in like this. The middle fingers need to be close to each other. And this is how we roll over in a straight up back roll. The hardest part is getting them to push with their pinkies. So you're going to have to sit down first. And all I do is you're just going to do a candlestick. Go back to the candlestick. Did you see how your pinkies kind of bounced? You want them to be able to go back, touch their pinkies, get their pinkies together, and pull. Okay. They got to get to the ground. There we go. Now I can try that again. There you go. You can roll a little faster. Smack it down. Smack it. There we go, but hold it down here. There you go. So it's doing this motion back and forth with the straight arms because we're trying to really get them used to hitting their pinkies to the ground. It actually doesn't hurt. It seems like it would, but it doesn't hurt. So it's actually teaching you want to teach them to rock back and smack their hands on the ground. You gotta go 5 times. Rock back and smack. Good, that was actually really good. And this is gonna turn into a very nice back. That's enough. Alright, then when they're ready to do it, you have to tell them like your goal is no matter what to keep your arms straight. Because what they start to do is they start to go back to this, which is why, and so it turns into like a mixture. It turns into this, which is a really hard habit to break. Which is why back when I ran the whole boys program, I just taught them this way and I went straight to straight arms. So I never taught them this action. And I think you can do both. I don't think it really matters, but that was just me at the time. So she's ready to do straight arms. Your goal here, keep your arms all the way straight. You're gonna hit your pinkies. Yeah, you're gonna hit your pinkies really hard. And I actually start with the tucked back because it's much easier. It takes away a lot of the hard part of the back. Okay, so you're gonna tuck. And you're gonna spot them the same way. Okay, and so it's spotting them the same exact way. And she bent her arms, so I would say, oh, that was close, but you didn't quite do it right. Okay, try and get those arms all the way straight. Come on. Walk. There we go. That was perfectly straight. And then from there, so they've got this down. Then it's just going on to pike back rolls. Pike. Yep. And on a pike back roll, this is a variation that, because USA Gymnastics stress so much to move that push-up position, a lot of people didn't get this basic skill of doing a pike back rolls, but it's actually super important for bar work. And I'm bummed out that there's several of our kids who aren't going to be able to do certain things because they never learned how to do a pike back. And they can't. You can see them struggle. They immediately go to a straight body, and then they don't know how to pull their feet to the ground. Try that again. Pull your feet right to the ground. And Livy does it really well. She goes, boom, right to the ground. All right, so then from there, and this is probably as far as you'll ever need to go. This is pretty advanced for the groups you guys are coaching. From there, they can go to a straight arm, pike back roll to a push-up position. What I usually have them do for learning the push-up position is you're going to do a pike back roll and stop. Do a normal pike back roll. And stop, and then I have them walk their feet out to a push-up shape. So they're still learning the scoop, because what happens when you tell them to go to here, they all scoop up and they fall around. They don't make it over. And so you're teaching them to make sure they get their feet over first and then walk their feet. And then it's kind of you gradually now move your feet. Now this time you're not going to go to a full push-up, but you're going to try and move your feet a little bit further out from your hands. Just a little bit. So it's scooping it out a little more. So you're building it back, basically, until they go all the way to a push-up shape. And this is probably as much as you'll need to do. No, you didn't do it right. Try it again. Go to a push-up shape. There. And that's as far as they'll need to go with you guys right now. And if you have a kid who